Breaking news coming in on top of 2 p.m. criticizing Narendra Modi's recent comments on underworld don Dawood Ibrahim as provocative. Pakistan has claimed that if the BJP leader becomes India's Prime Minister, he would destabilize regional peace. The statement came against the backdrop of assertions by Narendra Modi that he will bring back Dawood Ibrahim from Pakistan if he comes to power. Pakistani Interior Minister Chaudhry Nisar Ali Khan said this provocative and condemnable statement of expected Prime Minister of India and leader of a major political party is touching the last limit of enmity towards Pakistan. That's the breaking news coming in. Pakistan has taken on Narendra Modi with the Interior Minister making some very strong statements. Hamza Amir is joining us on the phone line. Hamza, what exactly did the Pakistani Interior Minister mean?
Well, Pakistani Interior Minister Chaudhry Nisar Ahmed has actually lashed out on the statement of Narendra Modi, who said that Pakistan can be attacked, because he has actually responded to that statement by saying that Narendra Modi, who is expected to be the new, leading in command on the Indian side, has to come down to very normal levels of talks with Pakistan and also a very normal stance on Pakistan. He said that Narendra Modi needs to first look for Dawood Ibrahim and his whereabouts in India before he actually even starts dreaming about attacking Pakistan. So these are very strong statements that have come as a reaction to Narendra Modi's statement of attacking Pakistan, and Interior Ministry has made it very clear that India's new leadership that's coming in power will have to look into very close and very important measures as far as their stance on India-Pakistan relationship is concerned.
Hamza Amir, I'm also reading that earlier the Foreign Ministry spokesperson had come out and said that Pakistan deals with countries and they are going to respect whoever the Indian public by and large chooses. So this clearly seems to be a comment that is perhaps for a domestic constituency. Would you interpret it as that?
I wouldn't actually interpret it that way. Pakistan's foreign ministry was pretty okay, keeping normal grounds by saying that, they would respect whoever comes in power. But the statement that has come by the interior minister is a reaction to Modi's statement, who said that we can attack Pakistan. And that is, he's known to be an aggressive reactor, even in the past, Chaudhry Nisar Ahmed, and this is exactly what he's done. Now calling it out blatantly, that Modi does not need to even dream about attacking Pakistan, while highlighting the fact and highlighting the important aspect of Dawood Ibrahim's presence in India. He said that they need to first look for Dawood Ibrahim inside India and their own territory first before they even start thinking about attacking Pakistan. And that is really critical.
Okay, Hamza, stay on with us. Sambit Patra of the BJP is with us in the studio. Sambit Patra, your first reactions.
First and foremost, I not only condemn what Pakistan has said, but I also feel reassured with the leadership of Mr. Narendra Modi, because Pakistan, which is one of the most contentious relationships that the country shares with its neighbor, Pakistan, in fact is threatened today by Mr. Narendra Modi. And let me remind you of the fact that Mr. Narendra Modi never ever said that we would be attacking Pakistan as far as Dawood Ibrahim's recovery was concerned. We told that, well, yes, if Dawood has to be brought back to India, this need not be an advertised issue in newspapers, as the Home Minister of India has been saying. And secondly, Mr. Narendra Modi in a recent interview had been very categorical about Pakistan, saying that if I become the PM, I would advise Pakistan that for 10 long years it should shun every kind of terrorism within its ground. It should shun terrorism breeding in Pakistan, and it should take to development. I believe the kind of statesmanship that Mr. Narendra Modi has shown, in fact, should have reflected from Pakistan itself.
Are you, Professor Shiv Vishwanath, at all surprised by how Pakistan has reacted?
Look, let's not make it a blanket statement about Pakistan. Okay. Second, I think one has to be a bit careful here. We don't want a trigger-happy Narendra Modi. We don't want a trigger-happy Pakistan. Dawood Ibrahim is not worth a war or a quarrel. Let's be clear about something. I think in an atmosphere of suspicion, we tend to overread such statements. I think what we have to do, while without in any way undermining what has been said, underplaying what's been said, let's be confident of ourselves.
Okay, Nalini Singh.
I think, Maruk, that what this shows is that Pakistan is voting in the Indian elections for the first time. Actually, Pakistan might as well come over and vote in Amritsar, Gurdaspur, etc. Because, you know, you are making a statement on a day that Punjab is going to the vote. I think this may not have been made today, and I do agree with Professor entirely that don't make too much of it. Neither can Dawood Ibrahim be ignored by anybody, neither is anybody going to go and pluck him from a foreign territory. So I think, but that Pakistan should have taken this extraordinary step of actually almost voting in the Indian elections is something that surprises me. This has happened for the first time. We don't get statements from, say, Bangladesh or Nepal or Sri Lanka, etc., or Afghanistan when on the days that there is mutually. India doesn't make statements when Nepal is voting or other countries are voting. So this is a little bit surprising. Let's put it to the firebrand nature of the foreign minister of Pakistan.
Interior minister in this case. I want to ask
Interior
Hamza
Minister.
Ahmed that whatever Nisar Ali Khan has said, Chaudhry Nisar Ali Khan, does that reflect a larger, kind of sentiment that we are seeing in the Pakistani political spectrum?
Well, I don't think so. It actually represents a larger spectrum because Chaudhry Nisar Ali Khan's statement has come as an immediate reaction, an aggressive reaction to what Modi said, and I don't think that actually represents to a larger spectrum, only for the fact that Dawood Ibrahim's issue is not given too much of priority when it comes to Pakistan-India relationship in Pakistan. That is why the reaction might be an individual one, but not to forget it is an official reaction coming from Pakistan, so it cannot be taken lightly. Yet, Pakistani analysts here believe that this issue is not worth the too much of highlighting as far as both India and Pakistan are concerned. There are much more important issues other than Dawood Ibrahim that can be talked about on diplomatic levels. So this should not be given too much of hype. But yet an attack was actually talked about, and that was reacted in a very aggressive way from Pakistan.
Well, the BJP is denying it, saying that he's misquoted. But Dr. Patra, also as far as the BJP is concerned, on the one hand, we're hearing of how Narendra Modi is actually looking at a mission Pakistan and trying to better relations between the two countries. Perhaps this should be looked at as an isolated event and not the kind of rhetorical statements that we are perhaps going to hear from the BJP on this.
No, definitely, we are not going to make rhetorics, at least on the issues of foreign relationship and policy making, but this is a very serious issue because it comes from serious quarters in Pakistan. And I believe one has to clarify over here that Mr. Narendra Modi has been very responsive as far as his statements about Pakistan. That in fact he has advised Pakistan that Pakistan should take to development rather than promoting any kind of terrorism. So I believe this is a very responsible statement, and Pakistan in fact is rattled today because of the factor too I want to mention over here is we have been speaking of red lines being drawn, we have been speaking of not carrying business as usual, but probably today I believe, I am reassured at least as a BJP functionary, that probably when Narendra Modi becomes the Prime Minister of this country, we will stick to business being not as usual if terrorism is promoted from the foreign land.
All right, on that note, thanks so much for that. Hamza Ahmed joining us from Islamabad. Thanks so much.